This is Aaron East of MMA UK, and I'm joined this afternoon by the King of Cage Warriors Bantamweight division, Liam Nightmare Gittins of Next Generation Liverpool. Liam is set to make his second title defence on November 15th for the Indigo at the O2 in London. Thank you
Yeah.
for taking the time out of your evening to speak with me, Liam, bro.
You're welcome. Happy to be on here. Happy to get the invite in and speak to you. And it's good. Thank you.
Anytime, my friend. I mean, it's going to be such a huge night in the capital, bro. I mean, no doubt you're replicating the occasion within your preparations. How's your camp going?
Really good so far. Just getting used to the game plan for this fight. Always different game plan each fight, which I really like. I think one thing we do really well at Next Gen, like the coaches, we make very good game plans for each individual opponent. So that
Yeah.
part's going well. Learning new tools as well, and just enjoying training. I think we're all riding high off the fights from the weekend, and things are really good at the moment.
Yeah, it's been an incredible run of form for you guys. Honestly,
Mm.
thoroughly deserved.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Definitely. I mean, when it comes to your training preparations, I mean, do you find yourself training a bit differently for a title fight than you would a normal collision with someone?
Not really. I think the 5 rounds suit me better. To be fair, I do
Mm.
a lot of 5 rounds in my amateurs. I fought for a lot of titles in my amateurs. Um, I think I'm not a super explosive fighter. I can be sometimes, but I'm more a duration fighter, more accumulation damage. So I think the 5 rounds suit me a lot better.
Mm.
I think the 5 rounds where I start really get going in the second, third round, and then when it gets into fourth or the fifth, I felt really good. They're being hard. They are hard fights when you go in 25 minutes.
Mm.
But I do feel like it suits me. In terms of training though, we don't really train much. We don't really change much. Sorry. Same. Do all the same stuff. Maybe a bit extra cardio and stuff like that, but nothing too major.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, it's always good if you can outlast them in the 5 rounds, especially I've seen you as well. Your gas tank is incredible compared to who you're fighting as well. I mean, like, you tend to thrive in the later rounds, as you just said.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I, de- I outworked them in the later rounds, but it is horrible. Like, I do remember being really, really tired when I fought Reese. That was like my first 5 rounder at pro. That was tiring, but yeah, I defo outwork my opponents in the later rounds in fights that I am winning.
Yeah, it was a great fight between you and Reese, but unfortunately, that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
I mean, you have so many high level warriors down the next generation. I mean, each of them fine tuning each other's skill sets to be the best you possibly can be in that cage, man. I mean, it must be a huge boost for yourself to have such high level training partners.
Yeah, it's amazing, but I've been training them for years. It's just people are noticing it more lately because the fights are becoming more high profile. Like Luke's fight was his first main event in, but he's been in the gym, I think, just a little bit longer than me. But you got Nathan Fletcher. We've got some lads that don't really they don't fight on Cage Warriors, so some people don't know them. Who
Mm.
watch the Cage Warriors team, but like Jake McHugh, Shamrock. A lot of people know Shamrock, but he fights on Octagon as well. Um, got like Fran Breed, who started coming into the Cage Warriors, and like Jordan Molinari, Matt Camilleri. Yeah, you got a lot of high level guys, and I think you could probably name anyone at Next Gen and the high level. So I've had the privilege of being able to join the gym a few years back and train with all these high level guys, man.
Yeah, but when the opponents hear their fighter they're going to be going up against, they hear the word next gen, but oh shit, I'm going to have to train a little bit extra for this one.
Yeah, they should. If they don't, that's a bit silly, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, on my many trips to different gyms, I've noticed that some fighters have that one particular training partner that they just click with the most. I mean, is that the case for you at Next Gen?
It used to be when I joined. Like it definitely was when I was at my old gym.
Mhm.
I trained with my brother a lot. Like pretty much all from amateurs, my brother trained with me.
Yeah.
Like his main reason for training with me just to get me ready for the fights, which I really appreciated. And then he stopped training a few years back, stopped competing.
Mhm.
But I feel like since then, I can train with everybody really. Like like now this camp, I'll probably be training with Nathan Fletcher a bit more, but I'll still be getting around some with everybody. I'll still be mixing up and that. So I feel like if you train with just one person, you're not
Mhm.
utilizing all the people in the gym properly.
Yeah, you got a vast load of you guys as well. I mean, even with
Mm.
the you had the Team England's with what coming down. I mean, that must be a great thing to be a part of.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
And as I previously mentioned, this will be your second title defence since claiming the vacant strap back at the tail end of last year against Reese at CW 164. And it's almost been your first year as a champion as well. I mean, I bet to this day it's still sinking in.
Yeah, I guess I was made up when I won the title, man. Like that was such a big goal for me, and
Mm,
it did come round so quick because Nathan got injured in there. Then I think I was coming off an injury with my
mm.
knee. I got injured wrestling, and then like as I was coming out, I think I was injured for like 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks, I got a call off my coach saying like, "You don't be fighting for the title. Like, do you want to fight for the title?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I do." So it's kind of a mad one for me that because I didn't think I would have been fighting for it, and then winning it was amazing. And then I got a quick defense as well in March after I think I won it in November. I think it was towards the end of the year, wasn't it? And then I
Yeah.
defended in March, but I haven't had a fight since then. So I've been itching to get back in, to be honest. Um, I did enjoy the time off, but I was still training. But it's not the same when you're not got a fight coming up. It's not as intense. But I enjoyed spending more time with like my baby.
Mm.
Got a girl and a boy, so spending more time at home, which was good. But you know, you want to be competing, man. I miss it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I've noticed you've been there a few times for your teammates as well. I mean, that must have been good while you was having a little break.
Yeah, it really was like I feel one thing about next gen is they'll support each other really well, and it's hard for me to get to some of the fights. So any fights that I can get to, I really like going and supporting my team and sharing the experience with them. You know, when they win and everybody runs up to them and everything. You know, it's awesome. It's a really good part of it. I imagine like I see a little bit of it, but the joy that the coaches get when they train the fighters and the fighters go out and win is something that you remember for years, man. Like it's boss.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with your coach, Paul. I mean, I spoke to him recently. I mean, he's highly
You did, yeah.
dedicated to just giving you guys all the dreams and all the targets that you've set out for yourselves. He really does pride himself on that.
Yeah, he's an amazing coach. Alice Hampson as well, and you got Adam Ventry as well. Like all really good coaches, but like it's the amount of dedication they put into it over
Mm.
years and years and years. But you know, I just feel like we're all like really tight knitted and extent as well. Like I feel that's one thing that makes the gym stand out from other gyms. Is maybe other gyms are like that too, but from my old gym to this gym, like I feel like everybody's a lot more connected together and like spending time together and training together. And if you got a fight coming up, they'll start changing stuff to do in the sparring to help you out and stuff. It's really good.
Yeah, definitely. And it's an extremely good time to be atop of the bantamweight division with Cage Warriors. Also, I mean, the level is exceptional at the moment, and one of the strongest divisions in for the promotion at this moment in time, in my opinion, definitely.
Yeah, that I'd say bantamweight and featherweight. Like it's probably because I look at them more though, but I feel like the bantam and featherweight division is looking really good for me at the moment. The flyweight. I guess I'm just looking at small guys here, but Luna Kavanagh was looking really good for Cage Warriors flyweight scene. And he did good on the contender series as well. So, but I like watching the flyweights, man. I used to be a flyweight, so
Yeah,
I find it entertaining. It's just chaos, isn't it? But yeah, it's a really good time to be in the position that I'm in, I guess, and I feel very grateful for that, and looking to perform in London.
definitely. I mean, your two previous outings were against CW regulars in Scotland's Reece McEwen and
Mm.
USA's Roberto Hernandez. I mean, now you're set to take on a completely new challenge in the form of one of the newest additions to the roster and prize fighter winner Scherzer Quadrin of Diesel and 10th Planet. I mean, before we get into your opposition, I mean, for the night, I mean, could I get some of your thoughts on the prize fighter tournaments?
Oh, for the one that happened,
Yeah.
Bantamweight. Yeah, didn't go how I thought it'd go. To be honest, I thought Luther was going to win it.
Mm,
My second bet probably would have been Wesley. To be honest, like they're both really good strikers.
mm,
You had Ada Steves in there; he's a good grappler. But when you're looking for the winner of it, it was also like looking like I was excited to see who was going to be fighting who as well. That was really cool.
yeah.
The actual winner, the guy I'm fighting, Quadrin Sharad, or is it Sharad Quadrin? I
Yeah,
forget.
Jersey.
I didn't actually think because he'd lost to Wesley, so for me that them being matched up together, I
Yeah.
kind of wrote him off a little bit.
Mm.
Which I shouldn't do because I've been the underdog before as well. But like, I just thought Wesley would win that fight and then probably go on to fight Loof. And then I was picturing myself fighting the winner of that fight, to be honest.
Mm.
But no, it was a good night. I feel like the prize fight is that particular prize fight wasn't as entertaining as I would have liked it to be. I just feel like the first fight, Giordani, and Italian Thunder. What's his name now? Forget his name.
Oh mate, I'm terrible with names as well. I can't help you. Yeah.
We literally fought my teammate, so it's just slipping my mind. But they fought, and I thought it was a good fight to be fair. But I feel like because the stakes were higher, I feel like people weren't they weren't taking as many risks as they usually would, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, definitely.
50 grand on the line. I feel like people were just trying to get the win over the finish, and there was finishes. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like it was a bit of a mad one. Plus the bounties as well, which like that adds the entertainment value because they do a 10 grand bounty in it, but you got to name the shot and the rounds. But I just
Yeah,
feel like it can go either way. That people can just be spamming like flying knee, and it can just ruin the fight a little bit for me. But that's just me as a spectator, though. But it is what
yeah,
it is.
no, and I've seen this kind of like thing implemented in a few organisations. I mean, it's definitely an explosive addition to the violence festivities we get at Cage Warriors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I just feel like do you know with the UFC they put it up to 100 grand,
Yeah,
and then he was like, I'm probably just gonna take back down to 50. It doesn't really make people fight any harder. It's just like I feel like doing something like that, you'd expect fights to be chaos, but like
yeah,
sometimes they don't deliver how they should. But it's just it is what it is, I guess. But there was it the welterweight? The welterweight one was good. I like that tournament.
yeah. I watched that recently. That was brilliant.
Yeah, I'm going off on the one here, but I thought the last fight, I thought the other guy won. I was like, as if he's because O'Neal Brown won it, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was it? Right, yeah, I forget the other guy's name. I thought he won. Like I was watching him, I was like, yeah, he's got this. And then the other guy got his hands raised. I was like, oh. Yeah, they are entertaining, I guess, in terms of like just seeing how it plays out, I guess.
yeah. I mean, fighting twice in one night. I mean, I've seen. I mean, the most I think I've seen in one in Amsterdam. Someone fought 3 times in one night for a heavyweight tournament. I mean, I couldn't even imagine how. I mean, that is grueling as you take a manage to go all those rounds. I mean, you got to have, and you. Well, that's why I've always said you guys are definitely built differently. I couldn't do that at all.
I probably wouldn't do that to be honest, mate. One's enough for me. Two's pushing it, but I guess they took the elbows and knees out. But then again, that change. I feel like if you change one rule in MMA, it's a different sport, isn't it? So
Yeah,
I just feel like the fights are going to play out differently just because of that rule change. But then if you get really hurt in the first fight and you got to do the second fight, and it just gets a bit complicated for me. I don't really. I wouldn't really want to compete in a tournament, but if like it was 50 grand and I wasn't the champion, and you don't know, or you're gonna win a belt if you went into it and stuff. Yeah, that'd push me. But I think with the head trauma that you could receive fighting like 2-3 times in one night and the damage and stuff, it probably like just isn't the smartest idea for your career, to be honest.
I completely agree with you, man. Each their own, innit?
Yeah.
But your opponent for November brings with him the confidence of conquering the prize fighter tournament back in July and holds a 4-1 record, I believe, with Cage Warriors in such a short amount of time with the promotion. What are your thoughts on Shirzad as you prepare to collide in the capital?
Yeah, I feel he's been active. He has been active. He's come up quick. He's not very entertaining, which is probably one of the downsides of this fight. I just don't really see it being like a fight of the year type thing or anything like that. But
Yeah,
it just kind of like takes down, holds you, looks to get the decision. Maybe if a sub comes up along the way. Don't get me wrong. He's a good scrambler. He scrambles well. He's always trying to get back up to his feet and get on top here and stuff like that. Joe, if he does end up on his back, I imagine he'd just be trying to get up to his knees and wrestling and stuff like that. But it's just a bit like I've dealt with wrestlers before and stuff like that, so I'm sure I'll be fine. But it's just, you know what I mean? It's one of them. Like it's not the most entertaining fight, but I'll try to just put him away. You know what I mean? Hopefully that'll make it entertaining. I think the fight with Loof would have been a lot more entertaining fight. But he's earned the right to fight me. He won the tournament, so you got to give him that, don't you? You know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the card's shaping out quite nicely. I mean, like for the return to the Indigo, and hopefully you'll be joined by some of your teammates on the card. I mean, as as your team, as it always has such a huge part to play in many of the shows. And I bet it's a great feeling to be coming to enemy territory and possibly with a few of your teammates as well.
Yeah, I think have any been matched for it yet? I think Cullen's looking to get on it.
Yeah, I saw that Cullen's been a bit
Oh, Joe's
added. I
matched. He's
don't
fighting
think he's been
Tobias,
matched
isn't
just
he?
yet. Pardon,
He's
sorry?
fighting Harilla. That's going to be a good fight. That
Oh
actually,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. I
rate
saw
it.
that announcement. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
incredible. That's an incredible
yeah.
fight.
I really rate Harilla. He's good, man. He's always coming forward. He had a really good fight with that Samuel Bark, didn't he?
Yeah, that was yeah.
Did you watch that one? That was a good
Yeah.
fight, man. I enjoyed watching that. But yeah, good fight that. I see Cohen probably taking him down, beating him up like. But I imagine there'll be a lot of exchanged on the feet as well. So that'll be a really good fight that actually. Be nice having another teammate on the card as well. Hopefully one or two more can get on, but if not, sound in it.
It's always good to see you guys come down London. Don't get too much of an opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I thought in London. Of course, I don't. Are you from? You're from London, are you? You were saying you're from. I don't really like London.
I don't
It's
blame you,
just
mate. I hate it myself, to be honest.
yeah. Well, I didn't want to offend you. It's just because I'm from Southport and it's like it's quiet here, man. Like it's not very. The population's not massive, you know what I mean? It's like a seaside town, man. So like when I go a place like that and everyone's just rushing around, I'm like, what is going on? like here, you probably go down the road. Same with Liverpool too. You probably go around the road and say hi to someone and be like, hey, all right, how's it going? You get like in London, you do that, they'll just look at you or look past you and just carry on walking. It's like,
Oh,
well,
mate, trust me, honestly, you won't be offending me. I offend myself by being here. Don't worry.
yeah, fair enough.
All
But
right, it's
yeah,
not too bad when it comes to fight now, I guess. You get some good
yeah,
ones down here.
yeah, fair play. In London the other week with helping Leah out for her fight in Bellator, Lee
Yeah,
McCourt. So it was okay. Yeah, I wasn't sad to come home like, but
yeah.
no, it's nice. It's nice seeing new places, I guess. But bit too busy for me. But yeah, I'll probably just head down, have my fight, and then probably just get off. To be honest.
I do not blame you at all, man. I mean, it's been an
Yeah.
absolute pleasure speaking for you today, bro. And I wish you all the best for your continued preparations. And hopefully we can grab a chat after the fight.
Yeah, sure. Just get on me, man. After the fight, and we'll have a little talk. Thank you for having me on as well. I appreciate that.
Anytime, my friend. But last but not least, before you go, do you have a message for the fans that will be in attendance and anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, shout out to my coaches, my sponsors as well. Should have a couple new sponsors on board as well, so that's cool. Off the top of my head, I'll just shout out like a couple, like SE Nutrition, Level Up Gym in Southport. They've done a lot for me as well. Feel Supreme, Magic Clothing and Allure as well. We're going to be sorting my fight kit and that. And big thanks to my coaches as well, and the preparation and all my teammates.
It's a great shout, man. Again, absolute pleasure speaking with you, bro. You enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too, man. Thank you.
Take care, buddy. Bye bye.
Take care.